there everybody, and welcome to Life Happens Live. This is Paul Dalton, and the topic for today is how to make success much easier. Now, as you'd probably expect, working in the field of personal development, I get to spend a lot of my time with people talking to them about goal setting and visualization. And I can't overemphasize enough the power of positive intention when it comes to manifesting an amazing life. But there is a common trap that too many people fall into whilst they're dreaming their way to success. One of the most significant developments in my own realization of what true success requires is the notion of being non-attached to the object or outcome of your desire. You know, there really does appear to be a reliable universal law that states good things will flow more readily towards you when you let go of your need of having them. For many people, including me, it's taken a lot of time and contemplation to completely reconcile with that logic that the best way to get something you want is to not place too much importance on wanting it. And we can see how this works out in the subtle examples that we've all experienced in our own daily lives. Now, an obvious one is when you find that little object that you've lost only after you've given up looking for it. Or how about when you've got yourself so worked up about an upcoming event that the only way of coping with that high level of anxiety is to just throw fate to the wind and say, you know what, sod it. Whatever happens will happen. Let's just get it over with. And in the resulting relaxation that you feel, your experience of that event turns out to be far more positive than you could have imagined. If you're a golfer, you've probably been told that you've got a much better chance of landing the ball closer to the flag if you do not aim directly for the flag itself, but rather the wider area around it. Now, each of these examples demonstrates an important lesson in what your future success is waiting for you to do. Let go of your need for having it. When you attach yourself to an outcome and pin all of your hope on it, you might be all excited about achieving the goal, but you're also buying into that belief that you can't be truly happy unless that situation pans out exactly the way that you want it to. You're unconsciously telling yourself, right now I'm not complete, but this thing will make me whole. And without meaning to, you've put yourself into what we call a lack mentality, and that can make life a lot more difficult than it needs to be. The problem is not in the goal itself, but rather in the attachment to the goal, like your happiness depends on it. It's this attachment that's the equivalent to looking down when you're halfway up a mountain. It causes you to have to fantasize about how terrible it will be to fail. Now, you may have watched the film The Secret or learned of the law of attraction, where you focus on your desire at the same time as sending out your emotional intention to the universe. Well, wanting something too much works in harmony with the opposite law, the law of repulsion. Think of a magnet being flipped over so that it repels rather than attracts. Dreaming about your desired outcome is good, but doing it from the confines of a lack mentality will rarely get you closer to where you want to be. So, the big question is, how do you let go of your need of things while still encouraging them into your life? It's quite simply by recognizing all of the reasons you can still choose to be happy without the goal having to be met. Everyone has innate happiness in their nature. It just gets a bit covered up with all of the thoughts that we have around how we're not supposed to feel happiness until we've actually done something to earn it. And the best question I've ever been asked comes from the success coach, Michael Neal, and I know that you've heard me mention his name before. The question is this: what would you want to go after in your life if you knew that you didn't have to be unhappy about not getting it? Now, I'm going to say that again. What would you want to go after in your life if you knew that you didn't have to be unhappy about not getting it? It might take you a little while to get your head around the meaning of that question, but it will eventually lead you to the kind of frame of mind where you can have compelling goals, but without an emotional dependence on them. It's a case of Yeah, it'll be great when this happens, but in the meantime, I'm just going to be happy anyway. Now, for this week's homework, I want you to take some time to completely relax and meditate on what you would love to happen in your future life. Let your imagination run riot as if you can order anything you like from the universe's menu. Put yourself into the scene and experience it as if it's actually happening right here, right now. What do you see? What can you hear? And totally immerse yourself into the fantasy so that it becomes more and more real for you. And then intensify all of the good feelings as much as you can. Stay with it for as long as it feels really, really good to do so. And then imagine just pushing your thoughts off into the distance as if you're instructing the universe to deal with them for you. And now here's the really important bit. Spend a few moments contemplating everything you already love about your life. What are you deeply grateful for right now? What do you have in your life today that you want to continue having for the rest of your days? And really feel that. Smile at it. And then just happily get on with the rest of your day. So that's it for this episode of Life Happens Live. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're going to join me again in the next one. But come and visit me anytime you like at the website, which is www.life-happens.co.uk. And from there, just click on the contacts page. You can get in touch with me about anything you like. I always love to hear from you. But until next time, you have my very best wishes. Take care. Goodbye for now.